Hey everyone, it's Mr. Cinema Junkie here again with the Movie a Day Challenge. Brought to you by your one and only Tattooed Doorman. Today is day 17, and just when I thought the questions couldn't get any tougher, they made me sit down in a corner and suck my thumb and think really, really hard. They want your favorite 80s horror. Favorite 80s horror. That's like the pinnacle of horror movies. That's when horror movies came into their own. That's when people stood up and noticed, hey, horror movies are where it's at, man. The 80s. Oh, 70s had some good ones, don't get me wrong. The 70s was still being passed off as, filler. We'll show that as a second or third feature. Nobody was really taking them as seriously as they should, other than movies like The Exorcist and stuff. The 80s is when stuff started kicking off. So that it's not easy. This is not an easy one at all. I had to eliminate all different kinds of movies based on just very general reasons. For one, I did away with all the franchises. Crazy? Yes. Because a lot of the franchises were born in the 80s. I'm trying to narrow these down, so I got rid of anything that was a franchise. If it spawned a sequel, it's out. Because it's too easy to say, Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. Don't sound. I don't want it to sound like, anyone who says that they're taking the easy way out. If that's your favorite, then that's your favorite. But I want something that's a little more unique and to itself, if that makes sense. So, I had to do a lot of soul searching on this one. But I finally decided that for favorite 80s horror, since Friday the 13th was made in the 80s, I thought I'd take a trip across that same lake, because while it was being filmed, there was another movie being made on the other side of the same lake. Bet you didn't know that. It's a little trivia for you. This movie was released and didn't get as big a play as Friday the 13th did, but is no less near and dear to my heart. And that movie is Mother's Day. Little story about a mom with two psychopathic boys who she's trained to maim, rape, and kill any living thing. She does daily exercise drills with them. She teaches them combat. They kidnap some girls who are camping along the lake, and they use them, use one of them anyway, it's kind of like practice for sexually assaulting and raping her, and they finally go too far and kill her. Well, her friends decide that they're going to get revenge for their friend. This movie is gritty, very grindhouse, very dirty, raw, not neat or clean at all. Whereas Friday the 13th, it had its moments, but the American release of it kind of cut out a lot of the carnage. I think there's a Japanese version that's very uncut, or they finally released the uncut version recently. But yeah, Mother's Day was being filmed on that same lake at the same time that Friday the 13th was being filmed. That's what I read. So yeah, for 80s horror, I'm gonna go with, and there was other ones I wanted to go with. I'm not gonna cheat and name them right now because someone else might want to say them. But yeah, Mother's Day, favorite 80s horror. Nothing like it. Hope you guys enjoyed this inclusion, and I will be back with day 18 real soon. Talk to you then.